Hello everybody, Krydex here. Welcome back to our full BZ Plus playthrough. We are picking up right where we left off, working on getting all these chunks turned into ore, which is a pretty simple process with sulfuric acid, and we're just going to clear some space here and go ahead and do it. I'm going to get bot coverage along the side here, and probably right there, just to make sure they can get over here easily enough. And then let's get that guy. Okay, so this is where I'm not even sure if, gosh, what am I trying to say? I'm not even sure if beacons are going to be helpful, because these are going to go so fast. Like, let's say we do the iron one. It by default is already 20 out, 2.5 in. I guess I could do a bunch of inserters. We are going to need the input clear for a pipe, though. So, something like this. And then maybe the outserting is a massive amount. So that should add up to like hundreds per second, or at least well over 100. And then I can, because I can't put prod in this. And I don't think I can in these either, yeah. So then speed would be the natural. But yeah, I mean, with some beacons, it's even crazier. So I'll just do one row of beacons here, because that's already going to be a ton per second. Yeah, that's 62 a second. And then I can just copy this as many times as I need. I think I'll do 3 of them for iron. And why is that not working? Hello? Weird. Additional... Oh, gosh. Guys, what am I doing? Wrong chest. Blue and red, not the same color. There we go. Let's go with 400 chunks in each. And we'll just put substations along the side here. Over here. And yeah, that should do it. All we need is some sulfuric. How much sulfuric does all of this take? Even if all of it was running, which would be 651 chunks, it would only be 126. So that's basically nothing. Not yet, Zatrius. Not yet is the answer to that question. Anyway. So we need... that, and there we go. And there is a crap ton of iron ore. Okay, so then I probably don't need 3 for each. I'm gonna do 2 for each as a default. And if we really want to later, we can add in more. Ah, I see my folly is that now the substations don't actually have room for themselves. I don't even know if that's 12. Is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not even close. 9. 10. 11, 12. Okay. Hey, mining productivity 4 finished. Whoop, whoop. Nice. Alright, what's next? Another bot speed? Yeah. We need those Speedy Gonzalez bots. And a crap ton of roboports on this side. Yeah, I will sever this connection eventually, but I can't do that yet. So I need to set all of these. Okay, iron, copper, at least these look correct. And we want 400 chunks, so we're gonna set this to 40? Is that right? How many does it do at once? Yeah, perfect. Okay. So copper, and then we've got iron, copper, coal. Okay. Stone. Oops, that was not supposed to click on the inserter. And stone. Okay, and then after stone... Yeah, better bot battery would be nice. The problem is it still doesn't help with charging, because the charging rate of roboports is still low. So a better bot battery doesn't actually help unless it's a more efficient bot battery. And then the charging rate ends up becoming more like bot mileage at the same pace. So you either need a better battery efficiency or a better charging rate. Better battery doesn't alone fix it. Stone. What's after stone? Forgot my list. I think it was titanium. Yeah. Titanium, lead. Titanium, lead, tungsten, zircon. And then we have aluminum, tin, diamond, graphite. Okay, that should do it. Crap tons of ore on the way. Power is in panic, probably because I don't have enough power for all this. I think the two deep core drills are too much, but shouldn't... Yeah, something's wrong here. Oh, there it goes back up. Hold on. Let me just get run over by a train real quick and find out what is happening. I wonder if it's working, it's just using up the power too fast because I have more of these than I can support. Okay, so the steam on this will be running out shortly, but then it'll pump more into this. So this is still running solidly. It's just not making... Wait a second. What? The heck? It's the damn water pump thing again. Gosh dang it. This is so freaking annoying. I don't really want to do anything different because it's so much work to fix and I have to move around and do individual power networks and all this garbage. At least a tank will help ever so slightly. But yeah, it's like I need these to be on their own separate loop that's only connected to this one. Which I guess I can do... Can you... What's the... Wire... controls... Is it cable or wire? Remove pole cables is shift left mouse button. Okay. So if I do that and that... Okay. I guess I should get the pumps in there too. Sorry, Teus, your name is getting sullied here. Okay, so we need some wire. And connect that. So that's still its own little network, but now it's powering those things. Cool. Okay. Then we need some big electric poles connected only to that network. Go all the way around. And we'll do this again. Okay. Alright. So that should do it. These should always have full power, and so should the pumps. Now, I don't have enough power, but it's not going to death loop itself, so that's good. So I actually do need to set up another one of this, which... Can I just blueprint the whole dang thing? I'm just gonna say yes and do it. And we're just gonna go for it. Yeah, the world's most expensive blueprint, exactly. So all I need to connect then is... what is this? Deuterium and tritium, I guess? Oh, but that one's hooked up on its own. The tritium comes out... Wait, what is it? No, the tritium comes out of this fusion reactor. That's right, that's right. So the tritium's fine. It's the deuterium being the thing I need to link here. So this needs to be deuterium, which is this one. Now, I don't know if I have enough deuterium for this, actually, so this could be interesting. I think if we do some more of the efficiency upgrades, we will. Fluid system. Oh, what? Pipes will be colored based on the fluid. Pipes will be colored based on the system. Interesting. I never knew that was a thing. Okay, now bots need to be extended up. And up to here. Now see, we don't want these to connect. That's wrong. We want this to connect to the internal. And we don't want this to connect, actually. That's its own... Well, I guess it needs to start out connected. Hey, Zatrius, thank you so much for the sub. This is the internal power. We need to cut that connection. Oh, wait, no, that was correct. It is like that. And then this one is the one that connects to outside, which hilariously is this one. Okay. So you go over and across, and then that's the main base power network again. Okay. Now, we're missing a few things. Oh gosh, we're missing a lot of things. Didn't we have 2 fusion reactors available? I thought we had enough for 2. And did I automate pumps? I might not have, so I'm going to throw some of my own into the network. Did I say thank you, Zatrius, for the Prime sub? I very much appreciate it. If my brain just drops so quickly whether I did something or not. Ah, that's the issue. Okay, we need to bump down a few requests here. Because they overstacked. Overstacked. Hopefully that's good enough to fix it. Okay, well, you got a double thank you then. Okay, and then these guys are running. They're just, well, that's fine. That'll catch up eventually. And then pumps. Just feed some of those. Busy, busy bots right here. And these must be... Uh-oh. Fluid ingredient shortage. Ruh-roh. Are we out of sulfuric? You know, we sure are. And that's because we have no coal. Of course. Of flipping course. That does look like a full blue belt, though. That's the problem. So we basically need... Gosh, this is annoying. I could ship coal chunks over here via request. At least for now, since it's all connected. We'll make a little bit of a concession. Chunks are 8 times denser, so it seems logical. And I'm gonna throw a bunch down here. Coal chunk processing. Wow, I keep hitting the wrong one. That's really weird. I don't know why I'm doing that. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this merge up here with that. That'll be output priority, right? And then whatever's left can also come further. This can then mean we get more than a total of 45 a second. Actually, this will be input priority right. That's what I meant to do. This one doesn't really matter as much. Okay, cool. That should do it and get me a bunch of extra coal. And I think it's time for some prod 3s along here. As well as however many speed beacons I can fit. Now their maximum coal input is 64. Steam being 322. we have that. Okay, I do need to connect up sulfuric, though. And now we can get into this sort of sulfuric death loop, which I haven't had happen before. But as long as they run a little bit, we should be okay. Alright, so that should produce a crap ton of extra stuff. Let's look at our fluids here. Fluids. I mean, let's just look at heavy oil. It's kind of a measure. Yeah, it had dropped way down. And this bumps it up to 30k, which is a new... It's 37k. No, 35. It's like a new high for that. So that should get us plenty of sulfuric again. Those can generate 750... Well, no, they can't, because we only have 22.5 on a belt, so they're never going to make that much. Okay, that's full. So are we good on sulfuric over here again? We're not. I disconnected something. Let me go check over there. What's going on? Oh, did I just not connect the right side? I think that's what happened. That might be what happened. Regardless, that was a good thing that I just did, because that will also help with the plastic for space science. I'm gonna do one more of these. This one's 4K, so a bit more pricey. Maybe I should hold off, honestly, for a minute. What's up, workshops? Yeah, what's going on here? Did I break the connection? Or do I need a radar here? I don't know what's going on. Let me build a radar. Something's weird. What's going on there? Oh, that's not where I thought it was. Okay. So this is all connected. Oh, those two aren't connected. Interesting. Okay, I need to fix that. So let's fix this real quick. Okay, that's connected, and then that's connected. Okay, good. And then going across. That shows as not being connected. I wonder if it's just the pipe visualizers making... It can only go so far, maybe. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. So I think we're all connected up now. That has 19k. Is that going up or down, I wonder? Or maybe that's just the maximum. It's over here. These are output full. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So then these should all be running, but they're not. What is going on? What did I do? Yeah, we are disconnected. Where are we disconnected? This one is rotated incorrectly. That'll do it. Gosh, that one little rotation. Now this is all running. Okay. Alright, and those should fill up very quickly. The iron one's backed up, so that's good. Cool. Then the copper one will back up, and then it'll kind of just keep going. Yeah, the buffer should be bigger here, I'm realizing. Because... Dang it. Oh, I should have done something different. Because this line only holds, you know, some amount of iron. And yeah, what's going to happen is even though we have iron from this direction, we're still going to get iron used up there, which is not what we want. So it's almost like we need to measure... We could measure, like, the amount of iron on this. The problem will fix itself better with these longer belts towards the other ores, but, like, with iron, it's pretty rough. So, like, essentially, we want this to not run if any of these have iron on them. I could just do some sort of, like, smattering, I guess. So that's going to be enable, disable if iron or iron... What is it even called? Chunk. Iron... Deep core, iron ore chunk. Only if it's less than 2. And then you guys are gonna just be read hold. So essentially, if there's any iron over here, it won't run that one. I think that's what we want. And then if it gets backed up on something else, there won't be any iron. Actually, I can't measure these, because the iron might be here, but this is blocked, and then nothing will run. So I should take these off. Dave, the problem is the compression. If, like, we'll have gaps like this, and so the compression will cause some issues. There's also sides of the belt causing issues here, which I hadn't really thought about. Ugh, each of these needed to, like, go onto both sides of the belt. I don't know. Maybe we should have only used one side of the belt, because 22.5 chunks is... what? Like, well over 100 ore a second? I don't know. I don't know. Chest buffer could work, but I don't have loaders, so that needs a bunch of inserters. For now, we'll just leave it. Should be okay. So, Dave, what I'm saying is, if the iron ore output uses a bunch of iron all in a row, like let's say the bots take 300 chunks, then this belt is gonna run at full blue speed. Now, there's chunks here that will get used up first, of course, but the problem is that then is gonna have like some tin or aluminum chunks. And if there's a gap, and those will all run through, but the problem is there's going to be a gap before we see any iron again. And then by the time the iron finally gets here, it's already used a bunch of that. And this might be long enough where in the long run, it all balances out just fine. But if this buffer isn't long enough, then we're going to be backed up on iron that we're using from here, which isn't what we want. So this might be long enough. It's closing it. Like, I'm guessing the copper one is fine. But that can cause an issue in the long run. Anyway, how's this doing now? Is our coal liquefaction just beast mode? No, we've actually run out of chunks. Yeah, the coal chunks is pretty annoying. We don't need a warehouse mod. We have warehouses. With AAI, we turned that on. Yeah, the coal-focused one is running. It's just so bad. 100 to 4. That is just a horrible ratio. I really am not a fan of that. I hope Brevin can change that one too. Because 4 is just a joke. Now, our power should be a lot higher now. How's the power working? These are not even running, so something is missing. Output full. Oh, these didn't connect properly. Let me go fix that. Teus over 7,000 fast stacks. That's awesome. I wonder how many inserters I'm using. Only about 4,500. So, yeah. It's a lot less. Yeah, Zatrius, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying coal is important and the ratio is bad. I don't know if that's the natural deep core mining numbers, because in vanilla you don't need as much coal. I don't know if that's it or what. Okay, yeah, this is somehow... Yeah, the pipes have to be placed after the object. Someone said that in a YouTube comment, and they were very much correct. So... no, that's not pumping in, which is annoying. Yeah, so I think that's why coal and stone are lower, but in the Brevin mods, you need a ton of stone and coal because of silicon. And I think he did increase the stone. I think he forgot or didn't look at the coal. Because I don't think I mentioned it in my Discord message to him, maybe. I know I talked about it in my episode, but I can't remember exactly what I did or didn't say. Either way, this is now running, and we should be seeing gigajoules getting used up, which we are. Once the steam backs up on this... Uh-oh, wait a second, we did something wrong. Oh, we just need to delete that one, that's right. Okay, now we're disconnected. This is its own little network. And this is the main base network. Perfect. Okay, good. Now the temp's going up there, and we should see some power soon. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because you can basically just turn coal by itself into plastic, which is very nice in vanilla. Okay, so we got all that done. Things are looking good. Probably still not enough iron, but it'll get there. Because I'm not maxed out on greens yet. Once those back up again, we should be fine. In fact, it looks like we're very close, because that's full and that's full, so... As soon as those back up, I think it'll actually be done. We now need a bunch of smelting. And I have no idea how far we're going to get with this. In terms of continuing the BZ playthrough. But I did want to at least do this, because this is cool. Kind of imagining what it will look like as you go towards the late game. So now we have all the ores, and I guess step 1 is probably... You know, I'm not going to need another... Some more roboports. And then... Yeah, I mean, just a bunch of smelting, right? And so... One of the primary things you need is graphite. So then we've got like an insane amount of... I also could have built this to try to do direct insertion. You know, you have like one chemical plant surrounded by two 2 assemblers, but I think 1 chemical plant is going to be way faster than 2 assemblers can handle, even with all the speed. Where's graphite? There it is. Graphite needs productivity. What am I doing? I guess, do I even need productivity? Kind of an interesting trade-off here. Like, productivity only saves me ore, which is pretty cheap right now. So it's like, is that even worth it? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this will be a lot better with tier 3 modules for sure, but that's still pretty good. And then... oh, you know, the spacing isn't very good on this, but that should be okay. The individual rates aren't that high. And that way this whole thing takes up less space, which is better bot efficiency in the long run, so I'm actually okay with this. And each one of these will just have, I don't know, 3. 200... go with 280, I guess. All right, there you go. How's the graphite doing? Oh, we have plenty. Guessing a lot of bots got sent from somewhere else. Yeah. They're coming over. Okay, so there's graphite. Silica comes from stone brick. Oh, finally, after multiple launches of satellites, you come to the realization of the final solution will look like. Complete eradication of the natives and time to build your own right out of here. Satellite, now you can build the space dry dock facility. Oh, okay, so I guess we needed a certain number of satellite launches before we could even build this space assembly stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we basically want this... but... I need to automate these. I don't think I ever did. Okay, that needs to be stone. Don't know how much. I don't know, 300. Okay. I really should automate those. Let's just do that over here. That's too much. Crap. I didn't remember I was on 40. Probably 80 is good. And we'll do 3 stacks. Okie dokie. So we got stone bricks, got that, and then... yeah, I mean, there's part of me that wants to do direct insertion. That'll be a lot more efficient for silica. So maybe stone bricks doesn't need to be this big. Because silica could look like... essentially look like this. But the same thing there. That one actually doesn't have an output. It just goes to there. And so it's kind of connected. But I don't know, is it like 1 to 2 or 1 to 3? I actually can't remember. Wait, why is that not working? How did these not connect? That's really weird. They're close. They're at least in the ballpark of 1 to 1. I don't know with more and more speed beacons what happens. 1.8. Yeah, I mean, they're close enough. I think this is a better method. For silica. Which means I probably didn't need as many stone brick as this. I'm gonna get rid of 4 of them. Yeah, I realize that is bad. I should have turned off nanobots before that. Okay, and then I definitely need some roboports here. Busy bots. Okay, yeah, I think it's time. Enough are traveling. We need to double up all these. Okay. That'll help once they get built. And then, yeah, this is looking good. I'm gonna let these go more. Alright. So what's the rate on that? That's 60 silica. Not amazing, but better than nothing. The thing I don't want is, it's like, I wish you could select a flow direction. Like, I'm okay with bots leaving this network to go get construction things from here and bring them back. What I don't want is logistics bots coming to here and taking any of this stuff back over here, with the exception of those coal chunks that I need. And that I'm still not getting enough of, which is really frustrating. Yeah, I think I'm going to manually change that recipe for now, and I'll mention it to Brevin as well, and I think he might rebalance that. I mean, if he rebalanced the stone, it would make sense to rebalance the coal as well, because they're both needed, not quite in equal parts, but you need a lot of coal. And if stone was changed to do 17, where is it? Yeah, 17, then coal doing something like even 12 would be a lot better than 4. So, and then I guess the other thing I can do is put a green belt on this so we can get more deep core chunks overall. Or maybe we'll do that, and then we'll call it an episode. And we will use the undies here. All right. Man, those are long undergrounds. Okay. Okay, and then the final thing is this splitter. And then we need a green belt. I guess we need a few more. Why can't I? It's really weird. You can't. It's like you can place the item, but you can't place the ghost of the item. Okay, that should get me pretty far with 90 a second. Oh, we're still only getting 45 though for the coal itself. We need to make that green as well. Can these even use more than 45 a second? Only barely. Though I can throw some speeds in there. Oops. I'm hitting the Z key, by the way. If you didn't know that was a thing, you can just drop modules in with the Z key. Pretty handy. Okay. There we go. So that will support 2, and I could get a 3rd running now that we have more power available. I can happily get a 3rd one of these running. Which is where? I guess the nearest one is this one. Get rid of some more trees here. And then copy that. Okay. Power. Oh, and then the little drills here. Also known as fuel. Just a strange kind of fuel. There we go. Yeah, these look really cool. And how's Fusion 2 going? Looks like things are running. That one's crafting constantly as it should be. This one is also crafting constantly as it should be. Gigajoules are building up back here. Still missing 2 more turbines and then we'll be good, so. Alright, and then we will need another... couple fast boys there. And that will guarantee 90 a second. And all of that, 90 deep core chunks a second, is only like 3.6 coal chunks a second. Which is then only about 30 coal a second. So all of that is only 30 coal. Oop, I'm going way too far. So that's the ridiculousness of how bad the coal recipe is. But at least we've got, you know, 45 coming in now. Before it was only half of a blue belt. So iron and copper are filled up. I'm guessing stone. Yeah, stone will be the next one to fill up, I think. And coal is constantly getting used because we need it for coal liquefaction. Cool. Okay, well, I think I will call it an episode there, but this is the beginnings of having all the plates we need. And we'll see if we can end up doing something fancy with this. It would be fun to get more science per second. So, like we said, we're going to do a 30 per second build on red science, you know, 25 on green, 20 on chemical, 15, or sorry. Is that right? No, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, 15 on purple and pink, 10 on yellow. Yeah, that was right. So we'll see if we can ever get there. And then there's also like particle acceleration and antimatter energy, which is just bonkers. 1.5 terawatts, because who needs more than 1,000 gigawatts, right? So there is also a very late game to this, 175,000 packs to move your way towards all that. And then we haven't even done the helium-3 fusion. The helium-3 fusion is pretty crazy. Getting, 10.5 gigajoules just from that one. A neutronic fusion reactor. It's a whole new type of reactor. So He3, or DHE3. Oh, what's the difference? I don't know, but we can get all the gigajoules we ever want with those. Cool. Well, I'm going to call it an episode there. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.